And we're going to dig a little deeper into content creation today for Magic Submitter specifically. If you've seen my other videos, and I've done over-the-shoulder campaign submissions to show you exactly what kind of fields and how I set up Magic Submitter here. What I haven't done yet and what I plan on doing now is to show you what I actually put and how I structure the campaigns, how I structure the data, how I come up with the content, so that you can learn how to do the same thing. And so there's two different sorts of data here. There's the data up front when you're creating profiles for each account, and then there's the data that goes into creating the campaigns for each specific website that you want to create links to. For profiles, they can be website specific, or they can be niche specific, in that you can create 10 accounts all in the home improvement niche, 10 different accounts in the cooking niche, and then 10 different accounts in the health care, working out niche. What I started doing is I'm concentrating on carpet cleaning right now, so all of my profiles are really in that niche. I've also created some blender profiles as well. So I have a niche specifically for kitchens and blenders. Let me show you my carpet cleaning niche and what it looks like. So when I talk about creating content for profiles, what that means is that when you create a new profile, you need to fill in all this information right here. Now, what Magic Submitter lets you do is that it lets you automatically do most of this stuff. And you can automatically create your own email, and it'll just do everything for you. The emails they make are spammy, really, really spammy. It's like xy241x49@hotmail.com. If any moderator sees that, and there are moderators that are looking at websites, and if they see an email like that, they'll know it's spam, and they'll deactivate it right away. Your success rate can go down, and you're just wasting your time. What I do is I create my own emails using either software or Fiverr. I have some outsourcers do it, and everything else I let Magic Submitter fill in like this. Now Magic Submitter will do this login automatically and create stuff like this: Ned22 Denny, Ned95 Archie, Light37 title. First of all, this is clearly spammy as hell. Second of all, it's got nothing to do with our niche. It's just wasting a prime opportunity for some nice keywords, or at least letting Google know that, hey, we're in the home improvement niche. So we completely create our own usernames. Now see, look at the email that I created. ENR is just super spammy. For first names, it only creates one first name, one last name. What we do is that we make our own first names and last names and put them into spin tags. So we input 50 to 100 names, so that so what it does is it takes this information and it creates an account for each one of these websites here. For all these websites, Blogger, Soup, blah, blah, blah. There's literally thousands of them. And what is the point of having 1,000 names, 1,000 profiles, all with the name Enrique Whittier? That's not natural at all for Google. That's not going to work. So we change that. For site name, let's see what the default is. Again, it's just Lyle 64 carp, Ray 29 straw. So yeah, okay, you can do this. It'll work. Most of these will probably get deleted, but most of all, you're not going to get any kind of link juice. Google's not going to have any idea what your website's about. When your site title, when www.auto77archie.wordpress.com, and we have some random article about carpet cleaning with a link back to our website, that's like probably the most low quality link you can possibly think of. So we end up putting some keyword related, niche related site title names there. We can leave the address the same. We can leave the zip the same. Phone number the same is fine. For website URL, you can either put 1 here, and 1 means to leave it blank. A lot of people do that. Sometimes I'll do that. Other times I'll actually go to Google. I'll find a list of the top 50 to 100 websites right now, based on the most ranking or the most people or the highest page rank, and I'll just take that list and I'll paste it in here. Like, for example, let me show you. Go to a site like this, top 50 websites, and here's 50 websites that make the web great. So what I'm looking for is just a list of websites, right? Not time, because obviously time. How about this? 100bestwebsites.org. Here it is. So I would take these websites. This seems really old if Yahoo's #1, but I would copy the whole thing, like so. I would go to Excel, paste it in. Gonna paste it as a plain text. Get rid of all the formats. So you go to paste, you hit paste special, and then you just click on text. That should help. That actually worked out worse than I originally wanted. So let me just paste it. It's fine. I'm gonna delete the summary. I'm going to delete the summary. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete the first line. Have to figure out an Excel formula for extracting the hyperlink. So extract hyperlink in Excel. Excel is a great time-saving tool, so it's worth, anytime you have an issue, just figure out the right way to say it in Google, and that's really all it takes. So let's see if I can figure this out. I'm not sure how to do macros really, but so any version, copy this code into a macro. You know what? This is interesting, but I think I'll just try to give you an idea. But you can find websites where the hyperlink actually doesn't show up, or you can just Google what I did and figure it out from there, or ask me later and we'll kind of go over it. So back to Magic Submitter. Once I get a list of URLs from an Excel sheet, you can just paste it in here one by one, and then now you have your list in spun format. Now this should be an HTTP www format, but it's not because I didn't extract the URL, but that's what it would look like. That's the kind of, that's what you would end up with. What else do we have here? We have company name or block site title. This is very important. This is another opportunity to have some kind of keyword or niche specific thing, and I'll show you what to put there. And company info, description, also important. Also need that. A sentence or two just about what your blog's about or what niche you're in. Some websites, they won't let you register without one. And obviously, if you're going to make one, it's got to be unique because it gets registered in thousands of different places. So let's start with the username. I'm going to show you what I did, what it looks like. Hopefully you get an idea of it. So when I ask you to do something like this, you're going to know the kind of approach to take. The biggest thing to be mindful of is that this is not a quick job. This is not a, slap something together and then all of a sudden you're good to go. This is something that we need to put our time into up front so that it makes it easier to make 10, 20, 30 profiles down the line later. Now what we're talking about making here are master files. Master files are just thousands and thousands of characters of different usernames and different site titles, and each time you're making an account you can copy a little piece of one here, a little piece of one there, and implement it that way. So here's the usernames. I'm going to paste it into Spinner Chief, and then let me show you what I did. So here's the entire thing. Okay, that's what goes into one campaign. I'm going to break it down into little chunks so you can actually see what's going on here. Spinner Chief makes it easier to see where the brackets are and what they correspond to, which is really nice. Otherwise, it's obviously really hard to see. So that bottom bracket there, close this bracket up top. This next bracket right right here. Closes this bracket up there. Okay. So here is one phrase right here. That's one phrase. Next phrase is right here. The next phrase, right here. Next phrase, right here. For the most part, I do usernames with 2 words in it. 2 words because 3 words, even though it's more unique, you hit a character limit. Your username is too long and your registration ends up having an error because your username input was too big. So that doesn't work either. So 2 words are probably the way to go. And then with unique numbers at the end to just make sure that there's no rejections. Holmes loves Holmes. There's another one. There's another one. So, Jewel. Here we are. So within this one username field, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different username combinations mixed in here. So let's just go one by one. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna take away the brackets on the outside. Right now it just shows up probably just as one thing, right? So J's cleansing, repairs residences, brilliant cleansing. I'm gonna remove the brackets so that everything shows up so I can show you what everything is, how everything is set up. Let's preview that. So here are the different structures that you can come up with. The number 1 was carpeting guys. So whatever the mix is, it's going to be carpeting guys, it could be renovating facts, it could be carpentry squeaks, cleansing girls, Reno chicks for renovation, carpeting guys again, blog people, wordly spin, Reno chicks. That's just one spin. That's what that is, what you're looking at right there, is this right here. That's what that is. You can see how highly spun that is. Let me show you what else we got here. So the rest of the usernames: Reno Chicks, Ultimate Properties, Prize Properties, Thomas's Home, Silver Tiger, Silver Homes, Silver Casa, Thomas's Casa, and then a number. Home Fellows, Excellent Residences, Locates Kitchens, Neil's Renos, Pink Cutie, Pink Residences, Pink Space, Angie Space. So what am I doing here? I have one username profile that's pretty much house related, another one that's house related, another one that's house related, another one that's house related. But notice it doesn't say carpet cleaning services, carpet cleaning services, carpet cleaning services, carpet cleaning services. You know, that would be redundant. What we want to do is keep it general within the niche that we're in, so we can reuse these accounts for different niches. So we don't have to, you know, limit ourselves to just carpet cleaning, to just this. If we keep it broad, we can use this for locksmith. We could use this for home renovations. We could use this for new kitchen installments. You understand? And then, of course, you know, not all profiles are going to make things about what they do or what they're interested in. Sometimes people just make random profiles, like Pink Cutie. It's just a random profile. You have to mix those into Pink Residences. That's basically just the color plus the keyword. So red house, whatever, things like that. Pink Space is another one. Angie Space. You have names and pronouns, and Smitty's Talk. So this is like a name / blog. It's got nothing to do with the keyword either. Now, there's no perfect formula of saying that, hey, you should have 10 spun usernames, 6 of them should be about homes, 3 of them should be general, 2 of them should just be totally random, 1 of them shouldn't make any sense at all. I mean, you want to try to mix in your niche as much as possible, and you just want to pepper in like random things too, maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's basically